Members who are Honourable Glenn Abernathy, łıne Yatıe Yalina. Merci. Governor of Northwest Territories income support seats a calder ladder to the part youth and batatia chananke. Senior government see that two thoughts about honor yet and setiha. Income support security program say youth and a pal in a chant that two $2 to had to see this all now this one other either two but day. Two chantil see Department of Education, Culture and Employment see a young thought some panels young doing lot of income support program. 2016 Department C that do some part of two tal see you thought doing yard John thought so quick but then yard. You don't say quick some part you see you do that do the also see that you had to John that some part of say the see. John government see Northwest Territory child benefit who you to donor yada. You thought some part you see that over that they see you did that to case of that you had to see you had to see that cannot do that. You thought department that you seek on account that do income assistance program who you thought that they red man may have. You do some part donor yada but that on it here. You do homelessness that continue they say you have to but that they have. You do also see that too foster healthy families who you do that there's could see but that they have. That program that see Department of Education, Culture, Employment see where you done about in a job. You see Kenazon Tanaitat Swan now not tehal in the job. You thought as soon as Hagatalaita Connie December who there. You 19 load that do job programs that they see non-governmental organizational income support hati halala na si yung ba hal 90 John member si de cha kwanja hatu cha yung government hal 90 you know not and testing how to action that the cha to income assistance programs ha you had estimated that to cha report al ya that to all to tansana new that to company you that to tana so now the dia had to clear on that to the roles that they had to do program out and set the ha clear on see can zone clear net yet he net had to but you tan got here had to how yada we had online to clear the had lot of regional office charts on nan ge ya you ta client that in her in the had to a lot. You don't have to know battle and I see Honest Town had to jot our programs at last seat and Hashniha. Either to John Department see a youth and how and all that. You had to you hunt on a swan milo had to see a ye either to them had the Holland or Yada. You don't Hamilton see that client service officer either to John I see the answers only you had to put the Bagalana. A departmental service standard who the do some pattern tally see the either to the seat of the Bagala now that you become a Tassi in no battle and I say. Either Clisala seat that do the Bahalada. You had to computer your put in a toilet, your office, John, you, John, Gaya, you don't know. You John Opeter notes at you, this community partners don't play notes at it. You had to the set data, the original TC. You had to the armed service Nazota Palian. You had to non-government organizations healthy, you only to how you don't say you done holiday. You beniltansi betansti hanuzati hadda cha tatu cha ida to administration on see it in zone ere tumatana hatte cha income security program se yuntana pak betati ha al te ko sunlare tunuta si ha azade hatte kulita bekalai tasi ida to tlaza bekona tau ida hayun labetati ha to help partners net night they let it do programs a lot. Mercy. Mercy. John Northwest Territory C cumulative impact program C 1.7 million that average on 28 healthy monitoring research projects up. Yet outline Parinja sit and associations of government organizing university, territorial, federal government departments. Since the projects only there to right, yet do cumulative impact monitoring, yet think on it how to sweetie. You don't see that do outside DC the young John resource manager yet a unit at in hand. You do recommendation that do some steering committee in that youth and associations of government, organization, territorial and federal government. A cumulative impact monitoring program, online put in there. You had a workshop, see, during the workshop of the youth and how. Minister, Minister of Justice, correction that do the law set up on us to the two law dinner TC, the two the program as well now, that it and turn la see, it dinner TC. Each members still TC go that you the last year, but we cannot tell the quantum had to carry Mizzou, had to die now and tell her. Do need the reason had to move to program Tanapaha last year, but last year. The two legislators between Yao had to inmates by Mizzou. The two risk factor, Hampton TC, the two the seal tailor, the quant, the Bonnie Lao. You had to cut the tail had to see. You had to attend either. Tara had to see the Tantan Lao had to see. The criminal justice system see. You asked Nedo had to John liaison officer had to John Danasulino. The correction service see had to a special care data that do the program see done by Lao see. You got Tantan Lao see. You don't know how to pause how to regulate that. You do programs translate that to do the last seat on about the zone there. You had to hunt the who had to sit on about substance abuse management. You got the tailor had to talk now, had to cut the substitute had to program start there. You can affiliate Northern Addiction Services South Mackenzie Hall Yada. Doing Tumbic another touch on Northern Module Hulieta, a living without violence Hulia, that took his little deal at the program start lab. The two Yasi, the two planning easy, the managers done had to community hiring lot that easy, it up in our data. You had to program start last year. It don't allow her to it all easy had to test the don't allow Honal Tanha. It program start last year don't last year her. You test Kwan Honal Tanla to John had to don't allow. You had to test Honal Tano, basic education. Upgrade high school, that do this Honal Town, had to see Honal Tano. Life and Employment Readiness Program, there is quantity Honal Tanatola. The two ida tano to correction no pagatala na se the kena zone tano pagatala na to program tala se ida to jan no tano ton la hati se cha cha men ke ya ida to la se jan to ha an se tla chan ha to tano ton la ha to cha la to tano pagala ta an ke hul melo ha te khule ida correction service no pagatala na se John NWT Correction Service C. Hunnez na hai yada da tu lao hate jan tam tan la ha. Ida tu jan no correction staff no pagatala na si. Ya beta ken zo ha on da tam spot. Ida tu jan legislative framework si da tuan in si hate da tu program sta lao. Ida tu corrections facility tan la si. Tunisa kete we to ba cha chan ha te chak khwi tan lai ta har thin ha de ida tu ta khata sta de ta ida chak khwi ba tan la se cha cha man ke ya ha ida chak ba cha family ya nai te lo yung ha tu cha ta ba tan la ba cha ti se ida northern development northern programs ha te ba pans la tu ha te se te ta tan ta la se je ha te drugs ha te se da tu cha khwi tan la ha se ta government se never he te le tu cha South Mackenzie correction he ba ta ha an se da ha tu cha khon na cha te pans la tu ka la ta ha te ta si tal te lo ha te se ye ha te o ha tu tan su hling pangza ha tu na khal in ha tu ye hal ya da da tu jan si self help ha tu te ti ha tu ya da tu jan na khal in la de se ye ha tu jan model si hal ya da tu da tu khaja tel si da etwan ya si da spring 2020 da ye pani da Department of Justice see present te halne had the town of Hay River dan sultino community groups last year zaman not a te se was a deal had to how you lot tan la se kono tels ne da to program hutler all tel da 18th legislative assembly he can zone tan pasanit on NWT Correction Service ha you tano pa katala now tanso partnership with department la se ye tan la tha galai ta se ken zone ha ang ken tan sa melo ketan swan now cha hayun la cha teril in cha man ge ya ida tu chan champa lao ida champa thami tlera ida tu chan champa la se ta tu yi foundation la de ida economic environment hu ye ta yu chan ta te ha cha cha no cha tu government in se ta tu yi cha champa da tu la bola ta cha cha men ke ya si da tu ida tu chan diamonds khalata se ida tu anati nil ida da tu khansi ona thase tu cha government thitil te se cha ne dai te la tu khen zo ha tu cha champa la ha te ba te se ida tu cha agala ta se cha tourist to not and once in til se ida tu cha da see 2017 2018 203 million kondur cha chamen ge ya more than 36 million suta cha leda 112,000 tanwana he tele cha 25% of the ta cha ira tu cha tu champanil jo ira tu tourism ke galai ta si park su ta la si ta tu champanil ke si cha tourism ha he yung sa galai ta ra cha yung government si cha nominee program hulde GNWT immigration strategy hulje da do application da khanjan wani tailor inza da hatos chebula chena da tesi bultende da tu ni na show hati galata si da tu betsakere khan pananya da di halnere the Canadian Agriculture Partnership hulje da tu tan halsan panel je hati ni na she business da la se da tu strategy da da shogala ta se da tuneleke da tu champanel yo tenderel yo da tu process plant in da hetlos che da fishman's halala da kenazum business hulde da dan pawnil der chamnan ke ya da tu federal government see da tu freshwater fisheries ya ke chamnan ke ya batate hain da tu champala se chan NWT cha ye hati da si tori tlizo galata se da tu website da tuan jada where to buy feature hulje ye yunsan nan ke zanpur te da to da si galata se the Department of Industry, Tourism, Investment, Education, Cultural Employment, the art strategy, see you Mr. John. It's a Nangaya art community, John. Hanzana. The support the Yasi John. The film industry, at least not all at the sea, John. How they'll had to John NWT film rebate program, held yada 2015, but either. 1.5 million haunted some part Helliada John Nangaya Kisnata Holata. You do John a below line skill so yes it to Kisnata Holta. You write NWT Professional Media Association Apprenticeship Pilot Program either. You do the Kisnata Hola now that do films so you not get put in hot. Industry halai tade da tu chan da tu strategy hal yada da strategy si chan zaman ke da si ta on se hati tan halai na ha enda da tu ne da ha da tu chan patel si chan zaman ke yunil in da tu arts and crafts micro manufacture center in Nubik ke hal yao pantan si tan hal the ITSC, the Board of Directors, ended the Tutan Hell, the way buffer Delta Siha. The young different agency in Rubeku had to them Hella Nora, the Tuchan satellite was the Saral to had a seat at Mackenzie Valley fiber optic link Hulia. Yet on Bunny the two Olena Sita. You better keep it to had a ha. The two seats. Chadatan they see at it and hold it. The Mackenzie full brand hold it. You want the government here to the city there. The two John resource sector city to Hitler all it on there. The Almond Diamonds. John NWT manufacturers. But the factory see a team with a team minister. You had to John Diamond for Kalatare John. You 2020 the grand opening out there. You honey the zone see that to Tununtan Sage NWC Diamond Policy Framework Elia Tun Yada. You do business who you do John hiring lots of DC that Diamond Sea John. You jump all at Taha. Do John government see that do John mineral development strategy. That Tezo had the resource strategy. Who they see? You didn't. You Zoom porting it at Aliasi. You that do the Kenazum Diamond Mine Tala. A mine incentive program. Who they see? It millions of dollars had to Nilo. It a gold. It a lithium cobalt unit. Yeah. It Saltudia the goal only on Tosanity, that yet. Mr. Speaker, could do John. Tu Topalata, nether oil and gas Halata Johns on Nanka. The petroleum resource strategy at Tanhoja, Northern Hatune. You thought the hiring laboratory there. You thought Paralata. You thought it test on Ananisi. You new real with regional corporation seat that you thought natural gas sea. Then all I know see. You had to test a kilo had to banana. You know the government see it and send you had to near how to Nazupoli. You thought global industry see you that do charge that test one neha. John to the government see to the Punider. You that are Punider and never had to turn about so many town letter. Either to check the economy, John, you turn it out in Hajan. Either to John DTC, John, the two net had to some patella to chaos neither. A topic is such another. When you guy has in there, they'll have this such another state or no such a long tail or no. Don't hold till an atia. You don't have conditions just as a jar. You bet down at your quant. You night so stop. You that Sassahan, Anil Yoto, so nice whole days day. It just Hayun that's in the Latera. At Tunisi had to John, had a churgal near had it the near the Saslanto had at the Gaunde. A hot things quanting deal day, Haile order. Young little Sastonate, but down at your letter. Some of the tape. Tu tanah tu sulne, jangan sabek tanah sabne caha. Ita, ita tu tla. 2019 see. Service indirect corruption, July 13, Unity August 12. That you control the TC. You had to see all that say. Hundreds a day. You powerful lady, that business at all. A seed in a knee at all. You mirror still. Facebook done. You done it out now, but the con. Either do business that they see, that do contact numbers who had there, you told there. Either do John Canada see. Don't have to 1,000 panati. GNWT Ottawa, John Northwest Tallow had they see. A government service providers don't they see. The Tatayan some sort of tattoo see now. Either do a thought I can talk, Kate Hanate Cha to a Panzala to Otalena. Either two John. I don't teach John to sit in all pieces of Patagonia. Either two John service seat and Pagala now John Ottawa into Patel, say you partners don't they see. Either Canada Gaya, John Nanke, near in Chow had a John who Nilo had to temper. Either Bull Nilo had to about dainty had 2,000 millions in the child. You never thought how I told it the cell near there. You had to check the answers one day. I had it telephone, had it to date in Sivita. Either two John that do with Sigalata, Lapista, Minister with Bruce Kearney. Either two that do. Jonathan Patil tisi ye khan ta tu yala nasi. (2012) GNWT had to either to strategy and job, either to government health and social health nasi. Either the social government see had to partner in lada had to Sawalay town near the capital the Uttarapa region Tala.
Naje que sunitsi asun di intitas
Hayun la tlazen za service Tala say da hunilo haade. Dan dort DC de Bertino da dinal TC. Da we Providence da tu hutla khatale nade. Da tu kwa le now. It's a carry a say the Super Tau, either two truth and running the city. Office go to its in. Either two treaty right seat, but Situ DC, the head. Either Bagalatau, the local government see her. Either two Situ deal, then has a deal, a behold a John NWT hiring La Tala see her. Either to see Suzuki had to strategy and see. You had to some respectful government say how that to chat and associate government Halana. You premier that to long that to ha on see. You got it two First Nations see that to tan Halana. Either to see that to strategy and Panut on see. Ha. City Council do Yelna Danny Nation do agreement holly. YKDF and land that do boundary not teen lessy. Yellow see that do agreement see. Either do council yale. In a zone do not too pretty. Either YKDF either do Tanur in Sia. Either do on Basibita will occur. Yellow North Sea as soon as occur. Yell next door the Hamita the house border said Cielo either to land at Nana Tisia Kecho. Even door added a Hanet at the Haneta San Neli that do ye Nation. Either to Basiona TC, a Hantuel Nede Han, Holneha, John of Betazo. You to the Yamal 2K any the Mahatu Galena, Doom Halagai, that to see but DC John see Hela see you tapanati, a Utana Ciate to Netke, had to business or had to Jesu Tiloha. You had to water from Panel Yada, the city plans who had to Yada. You took the agreement out to the Harbor Commissioner at Yada. Either do Kecho land right city, either do land use plant out la see. Either compita see some new told the do plant see, either become the time on the do new to Rataleta see, the Rataleta. You had that you become the time on ye, either boundary see had to the Yadaha. Either do the Bonat here that don't. The 19th Assembly CD Sile. Either do see Padat here, do had a do Padas here. What is it? June 10th, Premier Utlis Virginia had to Manitoba, Saskatchewan, in Prime Minister candidacy. National Unity C. C69, C48, Oil and Gas Industry C. Nanagaya C. Yombatan. Premier C. C. Government no Pate Tato Virginia or Klesa. Consensus government C at Haile had Venezuela had October 2016 Haila. The two guiding principles C. He cut hot wedded on the Hadu Legislative Assembly. He had a deal at the two Hansil Tumilio consultation. He Yutan has a detail, Legislative Assembly. Use the continental case to have to consensus government Venezuela. Bill C69C, environmental assessment. To John Dilsey had to CNR TC. To process that last about Dilo had to be Carolata. Northwest Territory C. Transboundary project Hoati Panatio National Interest C. Bill C48C, West Coast Canada C, Northwest Territory Penila Dele. I thought the Premier had to do at least the currently see. I done half the that at least see. I consensus government see hot the Nala Dele. John government deals is it on either to Chipewyan Township on nice today. Either to at least on whole Tanja. Education system see, but in all theatre. Never Chipewyan Honol Town see. Either to Dana Honol Tanda Cabot Allah. But in all TC. It's a that Baza to Tamil Tamila there. When the government see it, Muntan Paleta on there. You Johnson quit it, Johnson Nancy. He cut on Hamilton hard, at least. A cuts a queer tongue. A year honed the door there allow data. So, Panazwin that do John. That do John, do Julia that do technology see that do Chekui. A year that it's at least quantity has a deep than a bahul near Yadeton. A year the hiring la see. A program see it all for Indonesia with a hiring la. Johnson Nangaya see that do progress al Yada, you see it on Liao. See John Assembly he talk land claim settlements, self-government agreement. The Truth and Reconciliation Program see that do the report that last year. It's a quit all they see ye the Begalata. Yes, not the arms like saying it's a queer all that. See John see does see. Whoever all us now let it done Honol Tanu to quickly Honol Tanha. So that the Pagalas Nasi create that such a DC has seen that John Saltu leadership how the ministers hello. You see that John did it and how all us now. Gani Sauder, Aida Saltu, Caltehel, Nilku, Delane Nilku, Aida Turkis Quantum Hall Tunnel Nilki, Aida Tutanidorsu, Aida Telchotan Palace Nasi. Aida Hall Nice TC, sits at you. Aida Utra tan Pahul Niloha on your cap Nazumpaners Netjara. You tell the Tista Minister is cur. Mercy, Mr. Speaker. Aida after see. 134 quant in all tea had a alternate seat of down there. The Papa Sweet Ada. NWT Housing Corporation see the programs on Bahala, the quantum personal no. A Baquana Teha, New Thursday, Mizunda. Had they could without me, Laura. You had they could an alternate song without Jare. It's some passage that some data. A care program Huldia Sijan, aging in place, Huldia, $500,000 that data. Antme Bitu Titi data, aging in place Huldia, had they quit our some part later. John Bula Chesi, Quan, the Hulnia. A saw Kuli Concorda Linda, John. Done by Darcy. Get home now. Company 49 public housing. Emergency shelters did not do had it. So no na concert did not kid independent living ha. Home care seat either do caregiver project see. Yellow seat a pilot project at Seniera. Either do jump down us, Domsana Dania, either do personal care see, a plan see nil in but in all two. A Bacona Deha do BCTC. A day program see, don't talk over downtowns. Either do John at the soon they got a time to it, guess how you call it nail. A alternate see. Had they done passing Lila Hatera, either to population in the sea. A support and see thing of a corner to Quantan Chillet Hall. A service seat that do Jonathan say you do, nursing us. A see. A next assembly seat, the answers only lay. You sit and tell without any law. Only government and by the health and social Nakhights and Hatuita. $1 million a day ask out there. You the hiring that but Thomas Dow had this on the risker. You a sit and tell out any law then. Ita hiring the sister tell down nilla see. Ita bootleg and at that and I hunt hope an army. Had I known a government see. Ita to hunt. Ita business shot dollar ye without vanilla. Ita city of Yelna liquor store hours by 19 later. A liquor store see it on the other hand the zone top. I thought I heard Honda's on. A liquor store bootleggers Banan Nilo. A little bootlegger see. Shorten hours a liada han. A yet we're gonna Honda in his on. A the saw government. A don't John who couldn't sneer what they see. cases hatu national hatu latista liquor store downtown hatu panane ida du hatu panane si hunchal tel si hal na tole ida bootleggers di as liquor store hunchal national ko chanda hatu ida du chang Hawaiian to the beer not nile. Had it to become a time. Dios had the bootleggers had the Dios who was on a rest new a cheater a selden auto. Mercy. Not projects here that do projects that last year. Here reserve projects here. Tenders to the tomatoes and law bonds. $1 million get on there. 17 point. Don't the northern sea that projects here. Don't the Donald Algo channel. Alberta plates right to John. Alberta plates a party. Do the business dollars. The contractors who had to see. But I needed northern contractors see. GNWTC. Their contract in Charlie and jobs are not gave that data. The company so BC Alberta si non the tilo yun some passive not jauti but that's something clearly in a zula to contract that lassa night jobs are none high cost of living jobs are none with northern companies who had to see Northwest Territory see that to them whole time. Tax based you had to NWT a federal government and it's any Italia. The large contract on Arizona. Out of province the project BC in Lada. The penalty cost at end. The contract what the CBCC your hal BC contract na Chile in Lada yung tanay dati atole. To te hal in lesi. John North sampa lasi jump kadiri lade. To tan pa service ta lasi. To federal funding had to ta lasi. But the story of the risker. That was the Austin Susan, the Boffer Seeker, Arctic Char, that had to see this cannot die. Salmon up that who cha. The Arctic Char, White Coney Lake Char to ye see it. Two net get two midfielder. Two current in city at Tocho. The Zumla Della. Time change the two midfield support and to you do it in to the Netherlands. Salmon City, you're non as a to. With Alaska, Swalata, say you'd hotel to coal management city, Northwest Territory, say North Hawaleta. Swinata, see John was a Swissy Polna. Hombitao never had but then. Ken is only going to tie. Ida do cha indigenous government do hunters and trappers who cha nan ke ya si federal government hollow. Ida salmon se you gonna talk kipner do ha do cha without the you cha Northwest Territories without any lalada. Ya you talk all it ha is but all that do they see do gonna talk. Ida do cha da do the power ta si. Tana chanyo hatu tana tayin sanse yi tatu because thali le te chanyo Canada ya. Bill 36C, Bill 37C tatu tlesgalata si. Bill 36, without Petroleum Act, Bill 37 Act to amend oil, gas, acres. The framework not on Sijan the two John Kesalata Sijan to Chokiza to Northwest Territories. Petroleum Act the two Northwest Territories and how now the owner, the manager, the two Kesalata Si. The rules are to need their public land charts on Nangaya. Oil and Gas Act regulates oil and gas Si. Ketan San Chow, the Nichin Chow. Ida Keshalye si New York. Ida Dunliasi the oil and gas legislation had to nuni on the 2016-29. Ida mandate 1.3.2. Department of Energy Tourism seat and Ida do the act Dunliasi. Ida do bill si. Ida do kebikona tau that do John legislation set don yawa you can open do ha do chat les hola ta si John so nangya. A standing committee seat that do economic development environment seat that do the minister see that do the doing la si Bill 36 and Bill 37 see it legislation set doing la da you do ha do John Petroleum Resource Act and oil and gas. Both bills now became clear. February 22nd, 2019. The public aliada May and June 2019. August 2nd seat reviewed in Aljanda. 7 amendments that doing that I reviewed the committee see had. Notes that do the bill see supporting that. You know, do had to the either do Kisala suit that do Tanhasa either don't see there. Either don't see the two John the discovery license see how either do have reported in see how near Kisalte Walata see the Tunha. Either standing committee see either to amend Bill 36 and 37 in law see. Either report see. Either committee held yeah. Either motions that committee DC that do either do motion and yeah see that do either clause by clause review of the bills and yeah John Ecclesia. Either report see that do John. Bill 36 and 37 see that do legislation don't see Patinal Kid for Oil and Gas Operations Act and National Energy Board see regulated that do Kesgalata see to Chokiza known to be settlement region see office regulators of oil and gas operations see ita yung ta tlesgala ta se. 22-2 Northwest Territories Act, ita tu legislation, ita federal government has ne on the tu cha the tu khan regulatory dominated natural energy board health. Ita khan offshore, Nouvelle Sullivan region tote. No no I don't have to be called to the act 2014 alya. The two legislative see the two review process alya see at the department see. The two things that two that bill 36 and 37. A committee notes that two the two the answers on the amendments or so the hollow the banana tene the two see. You had that on recommendations and lot. The recommendation on Standing Committee on Economic and Environment C. A bill federal concurrent held in a statement of two that do regulation proposal C. A abdinal two a do introduction and easy. A bill C federal government C. The federal government say you will connect on federal government hello nisne. A public council in Norman Wells who knew Beku Yellow Night teed up. A Fort Simpson cancel yada. A youth and Sultan governor youth and Hazatida. A that do John. A Tizo had a or had another data. The appendix 1 and yada. Since things and stakeholders know that the Alternative Ecology Northern CPOS NWT Canadian Arctic Resource Committee joint submission. The Information Privacy Commission, the non-profit government Dr. Cody Sharp on Ecology Northern, NWT Métis Nation, NWT Chamber of Commerce, our two Secretary Incorporated, and Todd Slack. The Standing Committee C, that do bill seed ones that do. Ida to improve the yali and zwan yali. Ida a youth organization was to build 36 and 37. Ida plain language material seed you had to be minister she had to job public hearing her. Ida to Tanwil Core Department had to do a committee C hit do Ida to public hearing to another DC. A member C held my entity. 8 motions alya bill 36-37. Tanong at DC. Either do job report sheet key either do public hearing alya see that do it law. In Bill 36C, the Department of Industry, Tourism, see that do hala now that do Bill 36 and 37 see do nilaw the do it see her. The do it allowed government of Northwest Territories had to mandate no on it. Legislation see but do had to yuntan has a deal. You see it see. The do it see a has a deal had to see. Either two Newton and had to chat his holiday see Nangaya. A stakeholder see. A bill see is hard. Nazula children at the Tiguli had to chat either two at least a see. Either two Petroleum Resource Act and Oil and Gas Operations Act. Either to had to patu had to Sunday job in it. A bill 36-37 said to meet on either to Tisala see. You don't have a tea had a donuts at Tiller see. Either to legislation said one there. Ita regulator sita commissioner si in executive council atut hayal tidata. Minister si ita regulator tal ti si to ita power si executive director of the office the regular oil and gas si. the Minister of Industry, Tourism, see, but also that do Tesla, see, the regulator, see, oil and gas, all another. Since the internet to the bounce buttons and shit, I don't see that do overlap with the Minister, see, had to John, see, all I know, had to see. He overlap, had to the regulator see how capacity to do all of that. The regulator see how to send all another, how to turn about. You see, the two information allowed the minister regulator should either done all and I say. Either Penish fancy that do done has to do annual report we all of that see. The two comments on the other that do done the DC Petroleum Resource Act. Minister see that noticed on Hasni on Johnson and gave to a Kissa. Either do Kisholata the Lord and has a tilto, either do them government all and see. Either Kista Lalilata. Either Gazette, either the two John the government all and now. Dan zijn dat in is nee. De website gaan betaald ide. Je dan niet dat doorsturen. Je community see it do. Je dat doet dan has het DC. Northwest Territories had to all in order. Je government policy see. Je dat doet dat dan wil in see had to dan paralleta. Je information had laat zien je dan niet dat in het you had to pick all the time. Motion one shall yada to department see that information to gazette ya. You without in her John. Mercy, Mr. Speaker. The report last say. The two kid when you go down had to be all at that say. The public information see kid that you can do had to. The two down to by place that you the public had to say. You saw had to be all at that say. The two government see. The annual report see you the two all see. You don't call TC new. The regulator see to annual reports in the two last since minister see reported laying on the two Petroleum Resource Act. The report see the legislation Galata. You can't do the annual report see the two license the two information allow the minister Dole. Not a motion holding that the two John regulators, Minister Howell, the two annual report, the motion 2 had it. The two committee, the two the two John case allow, the annual report, see. Motion 6 in Bill 36. The Bill 36, the committee see as a two, the guides in the two long answer. The two Champa law. The Siwan was curted the two John. Han seasonal non meeting the personal in had a see her. The two guides and the two all at Lancy. He said that two the Nerdilo had to all at that see. The regulator see that. The two Champa law see had to the Office of Regulators, Oil and Gas. Notice all day on the two 30 test on town for that. The two channel easy had to see national imposer. The thought guides and had regulations see the two Champa allowed the two resource new hot to see committee see. You see the two John. It's a Northwest Territories. The two Redwater Casey, the ida tu cha chapa la gala ta si da tu cha ta tu khan ta court has it le ida recommendations hala a standing committee on economic development and environment ida second phase oil and gas legislation ida court decision the best practice ida government Northwest Tourist and public khan ida samle cha oil and gas operations here ida tu cha ida tu chapa la si da tu kona thana ida tu cha oil and gas liability sita federal government had to numi ida devolution 2014 si federal legislation ta tu thesala ta si ida tu khan tu $1 billion elyada ida tu auditor general candidate in kona tha recommendations hale ida economic development environment governor undertake ida kona tha ida oil and gas khala si the regulation to express ida tu liability ha ka tu pangla a significant bill 36 Solar Gaizen, he had a discovery license halata. He to petroleum that the halata seat at 10,000 make a halata se. He committee seat of Solar Gaizen had to make a halata. And he member C. Let's see. He the two John jurisdiction halata seat at two John Northwest Territory make a halata. He Solar Gaizen had to make a ida tu khan de sigala ta si ha ida ha tu kana sola del gaizan ha tu ya si ida tu settlement hal ya da tu ha SDL ha bill 36 si minister si ha di SDL si da tu kala na si ida martin ha tu stakeholders kana tal minister si ha tu ya ta haila tu le ida tu regulatory function ida renew SDL ya tu le ida 1000 new ton si ha ida license renew si ta time bound you get time because ni ya den so ha ida motion 3 SDL Saat Solar del Gaizan had to Galata. Either to SDL Galata C. Venezuela, John Northwest Territory Street or through toward that to Galata C. SDLC that to time bound again on there, either to license C. A zone that not see Telo had to you kept on a top and do had to John Tattoo John Gate or through her. You're going to talk either two models in oil and gas exploration. You have to honor the recommendation. The recommend Standing Committee on Economic Development and Environment see that to Northwest Territory oil and gas legislation in La C. You're going to talk a significant discovery license. You're going to talk doing that he had to table on this need 19th legislative assembly then either do gas halata environmental standing on bill 36 testing and had to do environmental studies management board say either do ita members you get that is it will not see the ministers say tam tahal da hatu you thonda you had a collie ita to chant ita to board you get that is it and tie get that is subsection 72 you had to you had a collie amendments halyela at a motion at the end of the door you had a zoom let it show either to a member of ESMBC legislation see had the public is at the stakeholders at do ensuring the membership the kit at as at DC board see that do carry and renew had to the amendments and AC some members see the ESMBC appointment member seat you had that balance keep you motion for the minister see some member to public see the five so long to northern that the public see call to a unit see that the do meal did the committee seat the solution you don't your bouncing to you different organization the do without hydraulic fracturing fluid bill 36 and 37 yet do you cut that fracturing seat that do meal did well you have to tell you have to see my stakeholders said to that ut on the but I mean you have to it's a there don't it meal don't the fruits don't it test the motion bill 36 yarded motion 2 to 7 the do hydraulic fracturing who do you see that do this allow the fruit kit at is easy John hydraulic fracturing John zaman ke the do legislative from on the do kegalana 17th Assembly's Government Northwest Territories do the do framework new regulations and law do the do on seek John Northwest Territories the do John the not they see the do become a tau a computer on such a low the do hydraulic see committee seat on Northwest Territories see the do mandate see 1.110 the gas and oil at the presentation 36 and 37 holy fuck Bill 37 see that the regular seat a public meeting on that bill you had to call regulator see the public hearing seat the penalty the regulatory practice seat on zaman gel yada the case all the had a see the do to that on the do way so had a see then hotel current the committee see regulator seat the do the public hearing seat not there but you can't do it to done how I died you done it there the do regulators on our talent see kiss all the you motion hardly that do subclasses on regulator see that do it is allow you can call on the public hearing had to minister see had to go on class by class review bill 3 gonna see August 2nd 2019 gonna committee mercy than that honorable Wallace Schuman Minister of Industry the committee mercy say 6 motions held the bill 36 some law the minister had the northern motion held the bill 37 the minister bill 36 motion 1 clause 4 bill 3 in proposing 18 by strike limit must be published in Northwest Territory and Gazette and the minister in Thansi the two channels on Nanga the website see the department of Galana the two channels doing job clause 18.1 the do paragraph A shall be made public see that shall publish in a timely manner henny active alata sita. Bill C. Motion 2, Clause 4, Bill 36, this 8.1, Section 98 shall do 1 is published 18. Motion carried out the Minister C. Clause 9, 36, sub 36, 34. Extended term between yaw, extended term of significant discovery held yaw, law del Gaisan held yaw. Minister carried al yada. Motion 4C, Bill 36, subclause 5 between yaw, subsection 2 to 4 board city 1 member public hall. It has 6 to the 2 members of public health, motion is yada. Clause 16 be amended to propose C. 91 bracket 1C, hydraulic fracturing fluid, C. Fluid is a DC, meters at don't DC, dot DC. Bill motion is yada. Bill 1636. 91.9. Minister under 6. To do information. To motion and yada. To do bills. To do it there. Bill 37. To amend and yada. Clause 19C. To do following and yada. Regular shall publish you. Guideline in international public housing minister not carried. Bill 7, Clause 7 of Bill 37C, hydraulic fluid information, C, glycerol, C, K, fluids, motion carried. Motion. Minister C that Mahalana C. That do Bill 36, 37 that do Tanhazat do that do John. That do man ya. Committee you must see Tanhul that committee held. That do legislation to ya. That do clause by clause. That motion shall Bill 36 an act to amend the Petroleum Resources Act Bill 37. That do act Allah see that Tizhalata AEC. Don't commit the whole unit. Rule 100.5, Rules of Legislative Assembly Johnson Cabinet C by Committee C. The response to the committee report the motion C holding the report C the motion held yada. The government C 120 days it answer clear 18%. 120 day time there. The recommendation. Dissolution 18 Assembly to no data public government C. To do recommendation. You had to do hot on sit on you gonna Bill 36 and 37. I see. Economic Bill 36C, Petroleum Bill 37C, Oil and Gas Operations Act, Committee of the Whole C, we're going to tie it to say how you left. Bill 36, 37C. the carbon tax bill, Bill 42, 43 tax, income tax act kaya. The Standing Commission on Government is the Bill 42, an act to amend Petroleum Product Tax Act, Bill 43 Income Tax Act, a carbon tax bill. So the carbon tax bill, Government Northwest Territories Department of Finance, second reading in law, Legislative Assembly seat, Standing Committee Government Operation for March 8, 2019. Pass the carbon tax Northwest Territories. Bill 42 said the Petroleum Tax Act, the carbon tax is not new at the seat, is all about. The two acts on the sea, K and new the gonna taught to do on sea. The example in the two petroleum products or Indian band what the not needed tax, but they had to on reserve get toll. The minister seat I can see. The amendments allowed to case what the not CC. I do tax on the seat, a fuel tax case. Either do vendor suit, a collector suit, or the tax it money. Regulation seat on has no. Penalty seat on the normal need for what they did. You're gonna talk. Appeal they do tax on the seat. Either do axi. The income tax axi that do the carbon tax what do Northwest Territories that the Northwest Territories. The income tax axi the tax credit seat that the do some get the pension credit to NWT some get the do the pension seat Northwest Territories incomes earned outside Northwest Territories. The amendment seat the carbon tax bill the Department of Finance and the Canada Revenue Agency. All I know the two territorial tax, the two pension tax credit, multi-jurisdictional tax pilot. NWT pension credit seat the Northwest Territories the full pension they had to do individual tax credit Northwest Territories outside here. The Pan-Canada Framework and Clean Growth and Climate Change GNWTC that do carbon pricing see a lot. Tax see that do just Tesla had to some see test the cat order kana. Northwest Territories see that do federal government has new either do test on Q had to see either do federal see that do it either Canada seat and has near that do we call it see either federal backstop pull GNWTC had to include had to include carbon pricing you're gonna tie it out 2018 they had to held there. The GNWT notes that you the committee see the thoughts on how to presentations held yada John the public the June 2003 held yada the discussion paper implement the Pan-Canadian carbon pricing Johnson the committee not to minister and case and letter the options will they low 75% direct hard to the case the consider charge can't on the court general GNWT to do plain language summary of Bill 42 the federal government see that a plan approaches September 2018 and Bill 42 and 43 that do carbon pricing but the not here that do a table allowed 2019 March gap. A committee has a delay do federal government see hatu ka gala da hatu cha bill ga gala da cha November 2018 government has led that the two hot Bastille net it 75 rebate the just that here's it a small business adopted it had that on rebate see it a committee it a cat on the record changes there it a two john cat on the record channel either to tax the sanitary either to put a tax emission charge on the a general UTA Galad now had to them sutu had a gala nakli had a colleague cat the committee see law charts in it a regular member see a since the parties were to that committee in see a cat a cat on the eco general cat at the Tesla Sipanatilo it a regular member seat had to have a tiller. A committee in near the JNWT that to carbon pricing jobs on Manha. A cat a regular member seat cat on the eco general had to a two committee seat. A regular members at the all to have a tiller. JNWT a Captain Hard with Sanala Nella. A member C had to join. Either do policy see that do it out Tesla get the cat unha. Either do carbon taxi ha. A done how last two had to British Columbia that the issue. A 2008 get carbon tax gala. Either do annual plans for the federal provincial legislation for that Bill 42 and 43, a legislation given first and second, a March 8, 2019, held the letter. A timely review. Rule 75.1, Rules of Regulation 7, AEC Bill, a standing committee shall had to report al yautu or hatilda 120 calendars from the day the bill hold second reading C. That was 120 June who there a con the not tilled a legislative penalty on June 5th, 2019, Finance Minister a statement has sent to a legislative GNW2 a carbon tax Jonathan Menke September 1st, 2019, the high halmehane. A statement said to a directly a federal government and said to a delay yane a two legislative rolata. A ta prince lese a had to within all till a two government rolana see. Ita NWT carbon tax gala na see. Ita 120-day period allowed the Bill 42 and 43C expired spring setting at latest Assembly C. Ita Committee C. Ita Dinal Hal Yao. Ita Tipani there C. It bills on August 12, 2019. It 18th Assembly not the deal TC. GNWT plan July 1st, 2019. the carbon tax Jin Ha Ni Lo. The two 18th Assembly C. Committee C. The Government Cabinet Session. The Standing Committee C. The Rules the two Hela C. The Bills Nation. The Legislative Calendar C. The Bill 42, 43. The Committee C. You cannot have GNWT the two federal backstop C. Bonzala to Yekalana C. The two Canada output C. The pricing system hub. The system C. The two the test. Now had to Tesla. The two Dante Tesla C. A committee used on the two a seek on the tower. The two different approaches see. The two Champahela see the two John. You could GNWT, you could all in see. The federal box backstop had they see. A poor needed let lene. A finance here to a committee see the all states on Pagado, the two the carbon tax, the Tesla, the guy on that can see, the two GNWT anything. The two average carbon per ton of emission. A committee asked a finance environment to the Climate Change Canada. The do some public cause had a see federal. A committee seat to recur the carbon tax revenue. The Tesla to get on that can see had to federal output pricing system see hot. A GNWT is a response. The committee see hot below a keta economy. The Federal Minister of Environment, Climate Change Canada see the committee see category nicht ille. The Canada's website see the two on see. The two output based pricing system the bonzala do John Northwest Territories per bonzalo do on. You can't on the court general the two federal government no on see the carbon tax the small business data see the hiring law had they see the two JWT the two Taiwan on see. The two public in public Fort Providence, Hay River, Nuvik, and Yelman, not Tiana. On May 8th, 2/3 of the 120-day review period, a committee as a do the finance minister see to JWT carbon tax apart doing the Tesla the country 50,000 tons a hot the greenhouse emission. A committee by Ecoin Isla, a two large emitted deals the Warlene, a committee C, a two JWT's approach to the federal backstop. A Canada C, December 2018, a committee C that the two a two see ha, a minister C that made June 2nd. The committee times and see her. The information done has a delay. June 7th get news release a postpone a done has a delay. The kid to the royalties for connect 100. Committee seat a kid on to the two in see. The two jointly allowed finance C. It confident don't have to deal with it. Bill 4240 GNWT that a legislation with this that had a code regulation. A committee seat that has the that do justice law seat committee seat finance minister to panin law seat. Young confidential great list. Had that the committee done has the that they say. You do consultation at duelo. You don't do some part allow May 8th letter set to a public has a day. You do report see. You translate the article consider to a job. The committee seat of Minister C. A Bill 4240 a public has a name. A committee C. A Minister Marcio a do plain language summary law Marcio to day done about. A committee the doing it in C the 18th Assembly DTC. A John U NWT residence ha. The two John law no down without the two down that they had to. He had to call how long had the two bills no down say. The two standing committees, the two legislative, the two hot on see. The recommendation hardly. A standing commission on government operation. He the two bills see. He two now. The territorial legislation, but can't test, but they do have to so. The standing committee in this is the legislative bill. The legislative assembly yada. The June 15th second news release the two public seal curl. The two the two done panut out the two vokalata. That August 1st at the time of Bonatia. For submission, Bill 4243, Association of Committees, City of Yellowknife, Arctic Energy Alliance, and Joint Submission Ecology North and Alternative. NWTAC Public Hearing Seat Association Helsinki. Sub NWTAC Haduja Federal Backstop C. Do the cost of living seat to GNWTC the two some allowed dinal two had a seat of territorial government C. The NWTAC seat to Department of Financial hiring laws that they had just a property tax down earlier at the committee partners wanted to do that's a DC. Either do carbon taxi. Either had a recommendation to Standing Committee on Government Operation, a recommendation Northwestern Budget Department of Municipal Affairs, either do law and I see that do funding gap, either do see that you, because that you had a seat, Junta. Either do done some patterns at deleted because of how had the 2020 budget. The City of Yellowknife submission, the got some part Lilo had to NWT Housing Fitness Territory, a 23rd energy plan for natives from Latvia C. John Yellowknife. A city C had to revenue C. A energy plan. GNWT Department of Infrastructure Administration GHG. Grant program to government. that do something out to the health city had the cluster the Kaunha. March 31st, 2022 and ha. 75% had to city at the city of Euro. It pricing that we have on see. Betinal kilo, but only lala don't do the businesses have but only law then. Either to GNWT unit in it do. Either do program evaluation had to see. Ecology North Altern an annual reporting had to say it that do seek on a tau. Either tax in all territory. Carbon taxi high how to report on the either to John. Don't the historic and say Johnson, never had to policy, guide policy show. It had to Department of Finance all the time. Bill 42 at Doomsday reporting C. A committee C. Either to Picolata C. Either Petroleum Product Tax Act C. Either to reporting. Either to tax either do something allowed to do something that on the see either do class by class review see it 42-43 ministers see that do annual report had to carbon tax get whole thing either do had to bana to had a kula yunta or had to tanachalte had a recommendation held off either standing committee on government operation recommend Department of Finance has a annual report stated to tax ha. It total target don't some money clear that do cluster chandel cano either to dance two the two tapala tao either to nere that tax that to sun clearly to the sargai that they want to do some money clear tax ha. A recommendation for Government Operations City Department of Finance annual assessment to do carbon tax with Northwest Territories here. Annual report saying either to climate change strategic framework they had to either to carbon tax either to GNWT emissions recommendation 5 Department of Finance recommend carbon tax not ill. Public 2022 had to get that easy. The Kenneth Ubicala to John GNWT greenhouse emission C. John NWT con submission Arctic Energy Alliance C upon to John. The Arctic Kestan new had to the Hollow Stain that to John Northwest Territories but that in C. John. A committee C higher than it than that. You had to agree in the zone that either to John Galata C that to annual reporting, bill reporting either to John Kisala either to carbon tax revenue bonza. Clause by clause review August 7th 2019 committee minister RC parent general Holly Dasi motion held yellow 42-43 Rule 100 bracket 5 the rules legislative of Northwest Territory requires cabinet motion by committee C table of the conference report had the house C rule C to do recommendation C at least C 120 days out to the Dashel China 120 days to not rule C committee but the hella 18th Assembly not public government either do recommendation just see report Wala to John. Bicaloa. Standing Committee's review. Member seat, Hero Bernard. Committee 20-18, bracket 3, on government operations to do carbon tax. Bill 4243. Assembly C. Committee of the whole, reports of Yellowknife North. Fernando Martin, Canadian Cancer Society, Yellowknife North resident. Welcome, Melissa. 4 pages, Yellowknife. Jeffrey George, Leo Shorts, in basement.